Welcome. My name is Jennifer Hernandez. I am part of the RDA DMS team at Region 10. I am here today to review the components, report samples, and overall performance level assignments of the results-driven accountability system. I have provided some contact information in case you may have any questions. Please feel free to email any of the consultants, project managers provided if you have any questions in regards to RDA. What is RDA? RDA is formerly known as PBMAS. It is an LEA-level data-driven monitoring system. The purpose of RDA is to provide an annual evaluation of LEA's performance and overall program effectiveness. Now we will review the components of the RDA. We will begin with no data. No data just means there's an absence of data, so the LEA cannot be evaluated. And if there is one or more no data descriptions, then the district should review collection and submission procedures. Make sure that your PEMS coding is accurate. Then we have accountability subset, and this component refers to the fall snapshot dates. So please review closely to understand this component. Rounding. This means that component was rounded to 1 decimal place. Intermediate results for significant disproportionality ratios are not rounded to ensure accuracy of final risk ratio. Performance levels. These are the results that occur when a PL is applied. Each PL range has a set of cut points. The higher the PL, the lower the LEA performance. Cut points. Cut points are adjusted based on a variety of stipulations. This could be a state or federal goal that has been identified, the performance of the state, expected and actual improvement over time. It could be overall impact on RDA, but the description of cut points is basically a measurement of where the district LEA stands in regards to their performance. Report only. After 1 to 2 years, PLs are assigned to report only. This allows LEAs an opportunity to review current performance and plan ahead. Minimum size requirement. This is incorporated to all indicators, and this means at least 30 students are in the denominator and at least 5 or 10 in relevant segment population numerators. And this is noted for every indicator. So it is very important to look at the criteria based on the manual. So please make sure you refer to the manual and you will see in the criteria these components. The MSR met through current year or through aggregation of numbers in the most recent 2 years. Special analysis is applied if the MSR is not met. Please see page 11 of the RDA manual. There is an exception. The LEA doesn't meet the MSR, but the performance meets the criteria to earn a PL of 0, then the LEA receives a 0 for the indicator. Required improvement. RDA has a built-in improvement component. This is based on progress. The indicator must state that RI is available in order to apply this formula. The formula actually compares the actual performance to the cut points. Reasonable progress. IDEA requires state agencies to identify LEAs that place students with disabilities in more restrictive settings. Discipline children from any racial ethnic group at higher rates than peers. TEA is not required to identify an LEA for significant disproportionality until the LEA has exceeded the risk ratio threshold and has failed to demonstrate RP. RP requires an LEA to reduce the risk ratio for 2 prior consecutive years. Monitoring interventions. The Division of Review and Support will notify each LEA selected for a 2019 RDA intervention of its performance and determine status. Now we will review examples of the RDA Indicator Performance Level Assignment. We will begin with RDA Report Sample number 1, and this is a review of indicator number 1, and you may follow in your manual. So the overall processing criteria, you will see all the components we just reviewed. MSR says not applicable, RI is not provided, special analysis is not applied, years of data available for analysis is 1, accountability subset is yes, and then it gives you the specific test administrations. As you can see, there is no PL assignment. The PL assignment would include the cut points, but again, this is actually a report-only indicator, so that information is not provided. So here's an example of this indicator, which is actually a report only, as I previously mentioned. And as you can see, this is for the bilingual ESL program. This formula that has been applied is a number of passers, so you would take the number that have passed and divide it by the number of students that were tested. And the district received a rate of 68.8. The state rate was 71. The same formula is applied to each content. If there was a PL assignment cut point, then you will see what PL this rate landed in. But because there are no cut points available, and because this is report only, you will not receive a performance level. Again, this is indicator 1, and this is an example from the bilingual ESL program. So now we have report sample number 4. Again, you will see the criteria, which is those components that we reviewed, and you will see that there is a PL assignment. So cut points are provided with PL levels, performance levels. So for example, you have the formula here, so you would take the number of students that passed, divide by the number of students that were tested, and you will receive a district rate of 68.8. To have a PL of 0, the cut point was 70. So let's refer back to the PL assignment, and this was for math. This particular district for math had a 68.8. So if you look here for math, 68.8, that is a PL of 1 for that content. You follow the same procedure for every content, and that is how these performance levels are calculated. And now we will review indicator number 7 in regards to the bilingual ESL program sample we are using. And basically this criteria is a little different because as you can see, for RI, required improvement has been applied. So let's look closely at the report to understand how we applied an RI. So as you can see, the district rate was 78.7. This was calculated by dividing 59 by 75, which equaled a district rate of 78.7. This means they did not achieve a PL of 0. In this scenario, this LEA has an opportunity to apply RI so that they are able to attain a PL of 0. This is a specific formula of applying RI. So what we're doing is comparing the actual change to the RI. So we do that by finding the difference in the performance between 2018 and 2019, which was a 9.1. Then we apply the numbers of the minimum PL0 cut point for 2019, which was 80, and we subtract the performance in 2018, and we divide that by the number of years to reach the minimum PL0 cut point. So once we do that, we calculated a 5.2. The 9.1, which is the actual change, is greater than the RI, which is 5.2. So this means that this LEA achieved a PL of 0 when applying RI. Now we will review an example of a report summary. So on the very last page of your report, you will see a summary. And basically, it includes all the performance levels with components that were applied for each specific indicator. And then you will have each program listed. So we will begin with the bilingual ESL program since we did those examples. So basically, this program received 6 PLs of 0. They didn't receive any 1s, they didn't receive any 2s, they received 1 3. So in this scenario, what you would do was you would find the value of each performance level and divide that by the number rated. So you would do 6 times 0 is 0, plus 1 times 3 is 3, and you will divide that by the number rated. So divide by 7, you will have a PL mean of 0.4. We will do the same thing for CTE, so I'll do another example. 10 times 0 is 0. Then you would add 3 times 3, that's 9, plus 1 times 4 is 4. So 9 plus 4, that's 13. And you would divide that by 14, and you would get a 0.9. So again, 9 plus 4 is 13 divided by 14 is a 0.9. Once you have calculated your PL means, it is very important to refer back to the performance manual framework. And in this framework, it will state what the overall program level is based on that PL mean. Again, that is very important that you refer back to find out what your overall performance level is based on the PL mean you calculated. ISAM also provides that information, so it's very important that you use that resource. So again, this is the RDA Framework. 2019 RDA is based on 2 principles that are fundamental to the overall system. LEAs with 1 or more indicator with a PL of 3 or higher are identified for interventions. The interventions are differentiated across 4 performance levels to prioritize LEAs. So here are the intervention requirements for you to refer to know whether you must submit a plan or not. So please make sure you refer to this resource. And we've also provided links for you to access in case you have any questions. Again, please make sure you click on the RDA Performance Framework to refer to in case you need to understand your overall program level based on those performance means. Again, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the RDA DMS team. Thank you.